Okay, so this is a bench which my wife inherited and we've had for a good many years. I've probably got about 35 pieces of garden furniture in the garden. So when it comes to sort of painting garden furniture, I don't want to be there with a brush. I needed to find something which was quick and effective. Now I have a Fuji spray system which I've used for many years for all sorts of different things, from spraying furniture, spraying cornice. But one year I sprayed all my garden furniture and I could actually spray it faster than I could clean it down. It's a very simple process, and I think a lot of people actually are put off of spraying because they think it's a mystic art. It isn't, it's actually very simple. However, it starts in the preparation. So here's a bench, it's straight out of the garden. I did put it in the dry last night to make sure that it didn't get rained on. So it's nice and dry, but it has a whole host of sort of garden debris, including bird poo and a lot of cobwebs. So just very quickly going to wipe that down. There's also a degree of green in places like algae that seems to always occur in garden furniture. So I'm just going to quickly abrade it and wipe it down, and I'm going to use a very light bleach and floor cleaner, which I find just cleans the debris off before we actually spray it. Quite a lot of pigment in the bottom of these, and I think that's probably still a little bit too thick. So I'm going to dip this in there, fill it up. Right, I've got to empty within 15 to 20 seconds. So we'll just thin it a bit more. Very scientific way of doing it. My fear is that this small spray gun is not going to be able to take the. So let's try it again, second time around. It's probably just about on the edge. We should just add just a fraction more. Too thin, it doesn't cover well. Too thick, it just doesn't come out the spray gun any sense. So it's worthwhile getting the viscosity right. And this is the black art of spraying, is getting the material at the right viscosity. It's the thickness. So start again. I think we might give it a go at that. So this is a high volume, low pressure system. It's basically like a vacuum cleaner in reverse, a blower. It's going to blow warm air through here. This air is going to travel through the gun, and some of that air is going to travel into the paint pot and pressurise the paint pot on a non-return valve, which in turn forces paint to come up this tube and mixes in this area here. And a Venturi action of the air flowing over that picks up the paint which we're going to spray. I've got two patterns as it comes out the nozzle here. I can produce a fan this way or a fan that way. If I turn it to 45, I can get a round circular pattern. What do I want to do in this time? I want a fan which is going to spray in this plane, flat there. I don't really want it flat there, so I've got it set to give me that pan. So popping this on. Now this control here, you see here, opens up the amount of air, the needle actually in the end here. So if I pull it that far, I'm going to produce an awful amount of product going actually on when I'm spraying. If I move it the other way, I'm going to reduce the amount of, there you can see that I've got a restriction on the amount that I can spray. Right, got a health and safety up. Right, so here goes. thinned it quite considerably. At times, being a non-professional sprayer, I might see that there's runs. There's no runs there, of course, but the areas which are going to get most weather are these arms and this top part there. So I'm going to let it just dry. It'll dry up quite quickly as it sucks it all in. So there we go. I may not be the finest, I'm not a professional spray person, sprayer, whatever they're called, but it does a good finish. It lasts for a good period of time. This will last for a good 2 years. It'll be has a nice feel to it and a great resilience to the rain. You can virtually spray anything you want if it's the right viscosity. And the small little viscosity cup is a very simple device to use. I've thinned this with white spirit. If you were using a water-based stain, even easier, is water. Probably the most important thing with any spray system is once you finish with it, is to give it a seriously good clean. The PaintWIZ comes with a set of brushes for cleaning all the little holes where the spray and the air are mixed together. So, simple job and takes seconds, longer in the preparation.